Hello and welcome everyone who is up for a quick lesson on the German language here at German Check. Today our lesson will cover the accusative case. Yes, the one that you got to know here and there already, and especially on some videos before that one here, we dealt with all the cases regarding the articles. So stay tuned if you're up for more. Keep watching. In order to construct a sentence which would have some logic, we will have to include some person or thing that is doing the action in our exemplary sentence, and by doing so is using or transporting someone or something. That someone or something is actually the accusative object that we're going to talk about today. Of course, it needs to be addressed accordingly by applying the proper grammar, well, the properly changed articles. But it is not only the articles that get to be changed, it is also sometimes some nouns that have a little bit different ending as well. In order to show you and to make you understand how it works, this video I will focus only on the male gender and basically using the words Baum, that's what you know from our previous lessons, tree, and the word Kunde, which means client. And we will need a subject, well, the nominative part of the sentence, that is going to do something with those words, well, with those accusative objects, so to speak. For this doing part, the subject, I simply chose the word wir, which means we. It's a pronoun, but it fulfills the same function. This pronoun will be the acting part of our sentences and will do something, will use those words Baum and Kunde. So then, let's make some examples. First, I will deal with the word Baum. I will use the word tree, Baum. And as you already know, here the male gender has always the article der. So our original term is der Baum. But how will we use it? We simply can buy this Baum, this tree, and the word for buy, maybe you already know this one, is kaufen. Kaufen. Maybe you remember how we have to change the der article to the accusative case. We will have to put it to den with an N in the end. And so we will simply say, wir kaufen den Baum. So here we are buying a specific tree. Maybe a tree we already had a talk about. So, wir kaufen den Baum. If we don't care about the tree, which one exactly, we will of course say, wir kaufen einen Baum. Wir kaufen einen Baum. If you want to say we don't buy any tree, we simply say, wir kaufen keinen Baum. Keinen Baum. Wir kaufen keinen Baum. And then we can go for plural once more, and we have here the plural of Baum, Bäume, die Bäume, in its original term in plural. And so we can say, because the accusative case in plural is die as well, just like the nominative case. This is a thing that you have to keep in mind. Nominative and accusative in plural mode are the same. So we will have wir kaufen die Bäume. Wir kaufen die Bäume. And if we don't care about which trees, or we addressing them in a general sense, maybe because that's what we do all day long, we will say, wir kaufen Bäume. Yeah? Wir kaufen Bäume. Just without the article. Just leave it, this the article, and, well, this is the so-called zero article, if you remember it. So, wir kaufen Bäume. That's what we just do. And last but not least, we of course can go for some alternatives. I hope you remember our last lesson on the genitive case. There we dealt with them very closely. So again, I introduce you to the alternative articles einige, viele, or keine. So you will say, wir kaufen einige Bäume, wir kaufen viele Bäume, and wir kaufen keine Bäume. In order to translate you here, we buy some trees, wir kaufen einige Bäume. We buy many trees, wir kaufen viele Bäume. And we don't buy any trees, wir kaufen keine Bäume. So you see, this is how it works for the word Baum, der Baum. But of course, let me walk you through the other example, the other word I chose, Conde. Conde is a little bit special, and normally for the male words it is not common to put an N, but for some like Conde you have to put an N in the accusative case extra. For that one, of course, I will have to show you some examples. So let me walk you through all the possibilities, just like I did with Baum right now. If we go for Conde, who is obviously a person, a client, we should use this person in a different manner than buying him. So as a morally sane person, and I hope you guys are too, wouldn't buy a person, you would use this a person, a Kunde, maybe in another sense. And what word might fit better than kaufen, than buying him? Well, a pretty fitting word, a simple word actually, is sehen. Sehen means to see someone or somebody. So sehen. Der Kunde, how do we change it to the accusative singular mode here? Similar to der Baum gets to be den Baum. Here we again have to change der to den. But what is special for Kunde, and that's why I chose this word as well to show you, Kunde gets an N extra in the end as well. So we will have here den Kunden. And so our sentence would be wir sehen den Kunden. So we see the client or the customer. Wir sehen den Kunden. If we don't want to talk about this person in a specific way, if you mean, again, some random client or some client here around, we would say, wir sehen einen Kunden, and it is obviously also one client too. So, wir sehen einen Kunden. If we don't see any client, we obviously will have here keinen. So, wir sehen keinen Kunden. Wir sehen keinen Kunden. And again, similar to Baum, we can go for the plural form and we can say wir sehen, and here Kunde gets to be Kunden as well, so we have to put an N here also to forming the plural mode, the plural form here of the word. So the clients, and the clients, if we talk about specific clients, we will have here die Kunden. And so our sentence will go like, wir sehen die Kunden. We see the clients, we see the customers. Wir sehen die Kunden. If we just want to talk about it in a general sense, like it's a daily basis thing, we would say something like, wir sehen Kunden. So we just leave the article away once more. And we just simply have again, wir sehen Kunden. Yeah? Like it's a fact, like a general fact. That's how it sounds in German. Wir sehen Kunden. If you want to address Kunden in alternative form, if you want to tell how much of them maybe, we will say again our alternatives, and we will have here, wir sehen einige Kunden, we see some customers, or wir sehen viele Kunden, we see a lot of many customers, or again, if we don't see any clients, we will say wir sehen keine Kunden. Yeah? Wir sehen keine Kunden. Well, I hope with this one you have a pretty good comparison of how German words are getting changed, and the articles as well, which always go along with them. Yes, this is how it works. All right. Well, that's it to our lesson today. And I hope you learned something new once more here on German Check about the German language. And if you have a question or two or three or even more, you can always ask them in the comment section below. I will gladly answer them. And well, if you enjoyed it, you can always leave a like here and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out any lesson that is going to come. Alright, have a nice week, habt eine schöne Woche und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao!